still gonna... Come on. I'm on Elgato Vision right now because of dual monitors. Can't wait to have 3 monitors. Which is not that far off, actually. Mic is definitely working. Yeah, I'll be moving in here in, what, like 3 weeks? Yeah, 3 weeks tomorrow, actually. Man, is it that close? Let me check. 1, 2, 3. Yep, damn. It's coming around fast. Yeah, 3 weeks tomorrow, I'll be moving. So 3 monitors galore, hopefully. Space pending. Right then, let's crack on with this. I'm a bit hazy on where I got to here. I definitely feel like I'm near, very near the end of the game. But I thought that like 2 hours before the last stream of this ended. So who knows? It is Thursday. We've got tomorrow off, so I'm allowing myself a cheeky biscuit or 2. I've got some dark chocolate digestives. Dark chocolate digestives are amazing. Oh no. Hang on. Piece of biscuit fell on the floor. Can't have that, because you can't tread it into carpet. It's a nightmare.
I see a launch on my terminal. Marlo's already taken one of the shuttles.
Okay. I vaguely remember this.
It's really getting cumbersome, this place.
Find an ambulance craft. Okay. Okay, so we've still got some aliens to worry about. You're not an alien. Great. Well, that's cool. Man! The double team! The double team! The alien comes in, hot off the ropes. That was cheap. That was cheap. I do not approve of that. So, that answers the question. Yes, there is aliens to deal with. And androids. That's wicked. Alright. Okay, there's no way they're going to let me go the easy way, is it? Nope. Didn't think so. Okay, so I guess I'm going to have to sneak past these guys. Now, EMPs don't work on those, do they? And for some reason, the aliens don't fuck up the androids. Which is very annoying. Can I go through... Nah, no. What? I'd say there's every need. Oh, damn it. it wasn't loaded. Okay, well, hang on, let me see if I can get this one. Nope, nope, nope. Hopefully if I don't run... I don't worry, I'm not going to. Right, where am I going? Medical emergency bay.
Damn, my access tuner isn't
Oh.
powerful.
Oh, I haven't got any... Oh, at least I know where I'm going. It's pretty funny getting an objective update literally when you're about to just eat it. So, alright then. Man, it's been so muggy the past few days, and it's not until like this time of day either. It's perfectly fine in the day, and yet around 6 o'clock it just gets super muggy and humid, and it's just not comfortable. I don't know why I'm surprised, like, that's what the game is doing at this point, but every single time they give you an objective, like, the entire thing is just, you know, you get to where you need to go, and it's like, oh, you need to go somewhere else now. Like, before you can go back here.
I'm going to catch you.
Did that not do anything to him? Oh, so at least good. Okay. What's in there? Alright, at least the alien isn't on my case. The alien should fuck up the androids, man. Aliens fuck up the android in the movies. Bishop fucking gets it.
Damn, my access tuner isn't powerful enough.
No, Gozer, there has to be a way.
Does that mean... Wait, that objective is, does that mean, like, it's in this room? Let me turn this up a little bit. My window's open, so I have got a bit of background noise here. Ah! No, that was easy to find. For once. Reminds me of Game Boy, that was.
Coordinates already in the system. Just punch the dash.
What about you?
Alien? I might play some Geometry Wars after this. I haven't played that in ages. can't wait to have a desk that doesn't wobble. At, like, the slightest knock. I thought. Right.
Ricardo, can you hear me?
Save point. You know, in keeping with like the horror theme, but if I play the remake, but the remake on Xbox One runs like absolute shit. It's, I dare say, I don't know. I did get all the achievements on it for some crazy reason. But man, the performance is just dire. Those pipes look very Alien Head-esque at a second's glance. Alright. Could this place be any darker? What was that?
We may have broken our losing streak. We've barely been scraping a living the past couple of years, and the Anesidora is starting to look like the wrecks we salvaged. Can't say the crew's been faring any better. Then we found that flight.
Oh, what's up, Demon? Things have been good, man. Things have been very good.
Wayland-Yutani property.
Got a big Discord. Well, not a big update, but got a Discord update coming this weekend.
Extrapolate the path of the flight recorder to try to find the wreck of the Nostromo. We got lucky.
The podcast is something that I've been meaning to get back on for a while,
I can feel it in my bones.
and the update is basically
He always said he was right by me.
podcast related. Okay, that was a lot of flamethrower fuel, so I'm guessing there's going to be an alien or two knocking about. It's so muggy. Yeah, I was thinking what to play after this, if I can wrap this up tonight. I was thinking of some Geometry Wars. I haven't played that in ages. And getting like a really high score of that on video is like long been on my list of things to do. Because I can consistently get to like 5-6 million now. And apparently the game tops out at that score. The game doesn't get any more difficult than it does at 5 million. Not to say that means it gets easy, but it's just one of those games where I think if that game came out nowadays, like there'd be way more videos of it out there, but because it's old, and when people didn't really make videos, there's hardly any videos of Geometry Wars out there, which is a shame. Oh, what's up, Leo? Hey, man. Yeah, everything is good, man. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Good to see you on here. Hope you've been doing good as well. 4510. Yeah, there's a lot of NG stuff in the pipeline. A lot of NG stuff in the pipeline. It's you know, I love me some NG, and every now and then, like, you know, I have a little break from it, kind of very organically. I'm never really like, right, it's time to stop playing NG. But I just, you know, kind of get distracted on other things, and then you know, always kind of find my way back to NG in one way or another. There's still Sigma stuff I need to get cleared off. I've not forgot about the very hard karma run on Sigma. I've not forgot about that. I will get back to that at some point. What's up, Laser? Okay. Oh, thanks, Leo. I'm at the final Master Ninja Test of Valor now. It's gonna be tricky, that one. 50 galas and 50 worms. That's like the amount of damage that I have to dish out is pretty crazy. Boom. Which video game has the most haunted toilets? That's a good question. Yeah, Sigma 2. Honestly, Demon, this is kind of. I'll be touching on this on the podcast this weekend. Yeah, like NG. Yeah, there's stuff coming. Trust me. Most haunted toilets. I seem to remember the toilets in Silent Hill being particularly messed up. Some good sound effects here. Ah, Silent Hill 4. Yeah, there we go. Man, I wish they'd. I really wish they would re-release those.
Ricardo, in case you're hearing me, I've got the Unisodor's basic power systems back online. Doors should be open. Hopefully some light.
Astral Chain as toilet.
Still no sign of Mario.
Here's another question. What has the friendliest toilets? I'd say Max Payne off the top of my head, honestly. You always get painkillers. There's always health. And on the higher difficulties, you need those painkillers. Man, why have we not got a Max Payne remake? Ah, man, I'd love a remake of Max Payne. Oh, shit!
Taylor?
Ah!
Taylor! Marlo, what are you
No!
doing?
No! The flamethrower, goddammit. Fuck you. Face hugger. They are? Xbox One back compat. Yeah, really? That intrigues me enough to... I have Silent Hill 2 on PS2, but... eBay, can you help me out here? Can you just download them, though? Ooh, man. Oh, God. Silent Hill 2 is a bit pricey. Jesus. Has that become, like, rare? Silent Hill 2 is... that is a lot more than I would expect that to be on eBay. Silent Hill 2, what about PS2? Man, yeah, PS2 is... PS2's a little bit cheaper, but not massively. I really like... it's weird. I can't explain it, but I really like Silent Hill 2's box art. I can't, like, articulate why. It's such a... I don't know. It's like an intriguing... the font... I don't know. There's something about it. It's hard to quantify. Oh, you can download them. Oh, okay. I might just do that then. Man. That's reasons to keep the Xbox One out, though. Oh, funnily enough, God, when was it? I read, it wasn't too long ago. I think it was a few days ago. That the Xbox X is going to keep the Xbox One's, like, UI and, like, dashboard system. And immediately I thought, that is a huge put-off on that system. Because it just can, the performance is so bad. Still, it's the Halo reveal pretty soon. And that better be good. I'm genuinely thinking, like, can that Halo reveal be, sexy enough to, like, get me to pony down on an Xbox day one? It's gonna have to be pretty fucking monumental for me to do that. My immediate thought is no, but I don't. I'd like to think that they can surprise me and be like, ooh, okay, like, okay, you got me, you got me.
You don't beat this thing, Ripley. You can. All you can do is refuse to engage. You gotta wipe out every trace, destroy any clue, stop infections from spreading, make sure there's
You know, here's a thought, right? Go with me on this. Are the alien and the facehuggers kind of like the Flood from Halo? You think, like, whatever they come into contact with, they take over and, like, breed and just consume everything. Kind of like the Flood. I never thought of that before. Are you buying a PS5 day one? I don't know. Horizon 2's not a launch title, so probably not. Horizon 2's not out till next year, and that is the only thing that, you know, it's the only thing I'm interested in on PS5. It's the same with the Xbox One. As of right now, the only thing that I'm only interested in Halo Infinite because it's Halo, and I really hope they don't, you know, like Halo 4 and 5 was so rocky, like they had really good things about it, but there was really bad things about it as well. And I think, you know, Halo Infinite, like, can they just get the best of both and really nail it? I really hope they can. But they're the only things that would get me to even think about getting a console day one. Because you just get fucked over. Being a day one adopter is, like, pointless. I don't think there's a point. Oh yeah, Resident Evil 8 looks cool, yeah. But I mean, that's not going to be launched, you know. Man, I just noticed my hair is, like, coiffed. I have not, trust me, I have not styled this, obviously. Do I look like someone who styled my hair? I like the look of the PS5. I think it looks great. It's nice. It's, I mean, obviously everyone hates it. It's funny that it was so predictable when they revealed it. Everyone's like, oh, it looks like shit, man. Look at all this shit. It's like, okay, like, people say that about every console ever. Like, I actually really like it. I think it looks cool. I'm really tempted to get the digital version, though, because the vast majority of my games this gen are digital, and there's something really appealing about just having, like, the box.
Personal message.
And
This is for my daughter. Hi, Amanda. I'm recording this for
is
you,
this Sigourney Weaver?
my sweetheart. And I hope you get to hear it one day. You see,
That's Sigourney Weaver, isn't it?
I got into trouble. My ship, there was an accident, sweetheart, and we found an alien creature.
If that's not her, it's someone it sounds a lot
It was very
like.
dangerous.
That's
The
true,
only
Laser.
way we
Yeah,
could stop
everybody
it
will.
was to destroy the ship.
Everyone just gets caught up in the zeitgeist,
I'm
don't they?
okay. I'm stuck on this lifeboat, long way out. But we had to destroy the ship. We had to destroy the Nostromo. We just couldn't risk bringing that thing home with us. I needed to protect you. Don't worry. Don't worry about me. I'm sure I'll see you very soon. I love you, sweetheart.
And I'm going to keep an eye on that in the credits, because that's not Sigourney Weaver, then that's a very, very good impression by somebody. Oh, hang on.
Now you understand.
I feel like I've missed a beat or two here.
I'm gonna overload the fusion reactor.
That'll turn the reactor into a goddamn nuke. You'll destroy the ship and the station.
It will annihilate every trace of that creature. Ripley, it's the only way.
Oh, I can move.
Let it live. And I'm not letting the company have it, or they'll just start the whole thing over again.
Listen to me! We don't have to do this!
Stop! Stop it, Marlo!
Marlo, please.
You heard what your mother did. She understood. If she was here, she'd be helping me. You think she would want company suits knowing the zip code of that creature? No one must know.
There are still people alive on the station! Marlo!
Foster's not. She was my wife. I loved her. And I killed her.
I was going to say, he's going to get clobbered.
I think I was too late. He set it going. He set it going!
Taylor, I'll stop the overload. You have to help me. Go to that console. I need power sent to the auxiliary generator. Look for the
It's funny though, Laser. I think, and to be fair, like I'd thought about it. I think generally speaking, like if you're someone who does this kind of thing, like on the regular, like as a living, I don't think you can't really not have the consoles day one, because everybody's going to be looking for content for it. You know, there's going to be unboxing videos and everything. Everyone's going to have one. But that's just not me. It's not, you know, I've said this before, but like I never want to get into a point where like I'm doing this for the sake of it. I want to do things that I genuinely want to do. I want to play games I genuinely want to play. Nothing on that. That PS5 event was cool, but Horizon was the only thing that would get me to get it day one. So I didn't watch the Xbox one, to be honest, Laser. I didn't watch that one. I think I saw a couple of bits from it. It was pretty underwhelming, to be honest. I think they're saving their big hitters for July. So we'll see. But I did like the PS5 event, though. They showed way more games than I thought they would. Like, they really... Like, I mean, it's kind of weird to praise that, because it's like, it's a games console, so of course they should show fucking games. But they showed a lot of games. Like, they did show off a lot of stuff, which was cool. How long did it take you to set Karma records in NG? Man, that's a good question. Oh yeah, I'll definitely be playing Sekiro. Definitely. I'll probably get around to that. Probably in the next few months. Just thinking of what I've got, like, off the top of my head. That's an interesting question, Demon. Because my first Karma run high score was very hard. And that took me, my total playtime on that, I think I still have the original save on my Xbox. The total playtime on that was like 30 hours, I think, at the time. And that was a world record, that was number one. But over the course of, it took me, like, you know, 2 or 3 years of play to get to that point where I could do that. My Master Ninja run, which was the world record when I finished, that was about 110 hours total playtime. But I spent months, literally months, like, figuring out strategies for the encounters for that run. I don't know how long it was, like, all told, but, like, you know, that's where I really kind of went around doing mock runs and that. And funnily enough, oh shit, am I dead? But did I take too long? Yeah. Yeah, and even though, oh, what's up, Dino? Sekiro just stole Intercept, Wimpad, and Steal. And it's funny to think, my old Master Ninja videos aren't up anymore, but the pattern that people use for Master Ninja is pretty much the same. Like, it's pretty much the pattern that I did for that run, with regards to time limits. There's been a few minor changes, but, like, the general route is pretty much, is largely unchanged. Yeah, like, mission mode as well, like, I've got a lot of I've had a lot of mission mode records over the years, and again, from kind of setting out to get them, it took anywhere from, like, you know, a week or 2 weeks to, like, get a run down on video. Especially on video, like, on video is crazy. But it took me years to get to that point, you know, because, wait, I just did that. Alright, what am I doing? Yeah. Yeah, and in a way, I suppose that's kind of the downside of being, like, the early players, you know? That amount of play, like, burnt me out, you know? I'll never do Karma stuff again. There was 10 years, it's funny, like, there was literally 10 years between my Master Ninja run and my Hurricane Pack 1 run. And the Hurricane Pack 1 run didn't take nearly as long because I didn't need to learn anything for it, you know? I already had all the knowledge that I needed to do the run. The only thing really left to figure out was, like, some HP 1, like, particular stuff. And don't get me wrong, like, that run is beatable, for sure. But oh, did she just eat it? Oh dear. That run's definitely beatable, but I tell you now, I don't envy the person that like goes after that score. Not to toot my own horn, but my HP 1 score will not, like, that's going to be hard to beat. That's going to be very hard to beat. And that's something on the cards that I want to do. I was gonna restream that basically, like the whole run, and kind of break it down and see where there's points missing, because there's always points to be got. And it's great. Like that run took me. I'm trying to think how long that run took me. You know what? I can find out actually. 1 second. I can get an idea because I still have. I actually still have like the raw captures of my second Hurricane Pack 1 run. Because I haven't done like back-to-back Karma runs in, well, you know, over a decade. But when I finished that run and me and Al were doing the commentary for it, I was just watching the run and thinking, man, there's points there, there's points there, there's points there, there's points there. I thought, I've got to have another go at this. Like, I can't leave this, you know. Here we are. So here's all the raw captures. I still have these, just in case I want to do anything with them, like, further down the road. Yeah, so, Chapter 1. Where's Chapter 1? Chapter 1, Chapter 1, Chapter 1, Chapter 1, HP... Oh, Joe, you've not got universal naming. Here we are. So, Part 1 of Chapter 1 was recorded on the 1st of March 2018. And Chapter 16 Final was on the 15th of March 2018. So that Karma Run Redux, which is a nod to an old run, it took me 2 weeks to do that run. So that's a good, like, it's a good measure actually. Like, figuring out the game and learning it, a run literally took me like 8 months. Now that all the knowledge is there, the textbook of my head, I suppose, it took me 2 weeks to do HP 1. That run, like, way back then, figuring everything out on HP 1, like, would have probably taken a year to do. Did I die there? I wasn't really paying attention. I don't think so. And I've obviously, I've thought about going back and redoing that run. Cool. Floating gun there. But I think, nah, like, you know, that was me, like, going back to, like, one of the two things that I never got a chance to do. And the only other thing was HP 2. But unless someone cracks, like, the Hurricane Packs, I'm never going to be able to play HP 2 again. So, that's a good point, Laser. I really hope they do something, like, different with RE4, though. I really do. I know as Windpath Windrun, it makes a huge difference. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, Windrun is crazy, you know. Yeah, I mean, it's I've said this a lot, but I don't mean to be, like, what's the word, like, you know, like, false modest. But I think it's definitely got to a point where people's, you know, they see, like, they'll see my videos maybe and think, man, you know, like, people have said, like, it looks so effortless, and I think, yeah, it is, but, like, you've got to understand, like, just how much I've played the game, you know. NGB is by far, like, my most played game ever, and the closest game to it is probably RE4 or Halo 3. It's probably RE4 now, but if NGB is up here, RE4 is, like, still here in comparison. NGB was literally the only game I played for, like, 6 years straight, pretty much. It's, you know, played that game a lot.
I'll leave this channel open. Torrens out.
Lost my train of thought here. Yeah, so when people will like, ask questions and that, like, it's good, because it's good to see people that are still getting into it, and, you know, it's, there was definitely a point, especially to, like, on the final days of the forum, the old forum, everybody left on the forum was someone that had been playing it for years, so there wasn't really a lot of new players, and it's awesome to see newer people pick up the game even now. Like that, like I'd still make videos of NG because I like doing it, but that is the main thing that like definitely is nice to see when someone's like, oh, you know, I never knew you could do this, and then I saw this video and was like, oh, I made this so much easier, or you know, I never knew how good like this move was or something. You know, I want to get the Resi 3 remake, but that's a bargain game for me. I know how long that game is, and that's like a tenner game, I think, honestly. Like, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's funny. I mentioned that. I think it was yesterday actually about you know, like NG2. Like sometimes like you kind of have to take a hit, but it doesn't matter because I kind of know like what's coming, and on the flip side, especially nowadays, I suppose, it's weird to see that as like my gameplay, I suppose, because there was a comment on the NGB Very Hard Stadium challenge that I don't know, for some reason, like it was one of the first comments on that video, and like I've always remembered that comment, and it said something like, I really struggled to like just beat the game on some difficulty, and you make this look completely effortless, like, and I think, yeah, like, but it's out of context, you know, like, I guess if you saw that video in the context of, with a disclaimer, like, this person has played this game for probably 10,000 hours, you know, maybe that would be like, oh, okay, well, this makes sense then. It's just one of those things, I suppose. But genuinely at this point, like, the thing I enjoy the most is when, like, people get into the game. It's when people pick up NG and start playing it. Because, granted, I might have a biased opinion, but I still don't think it's been matched in terms of an action game. There are games that are, like, that come close. I do think there are games that are in the same conversation, but I do think it kind of sits at the top of the tree all by itself. I don't think there's anything on the level of NGB. Like, DMC is the closest thing to it, in my book. And I'd say there's a few branches between the two. Alright, what am I doing? Oh, okay, we're just buggering off. I feel like this game's ended 3 times. Like, wait, isn't that where I literally just came from? Does JTB from 2008 speedrun.com runs NGB and NG2 better than... ironically, no, Laser. It's funny that, because I've mentioned... I told this story before, but I remember... oh, shit. I remember I was playing Bastion when it came out on... when did it... Like, okay. I thought he was going to chase me through the load screen. I was playing Bastion on PS4, no, Vita, sorry, and I was doing the challenges on Bastion, and I thought, man, I could not do the dual pistols challenge. I just couldn't do it without buffs, and you just have to be super fast. And I thought, I made a video series on this, how to get like top rank in all these challenges. I thought, okay, I'm gonna go check my video. What did I do? And the opening 3 seconds are just, I see how fast, like, I see the target and shoot it. And I remember thinking at the time, like, I just can't react that fast anymore. Like, and it's not a drastic difference. It's just, I thought that was like a decade ago almost. I'm not there anymore. So now it's more a case of I try and play smarter. I don't like grind as much and try and get stuff. It's play smarter, not harder. Because the execution is still there. NG's not a particularly difficult game to play. But now it's just, you have to be more fundamentally solid. Like, for example, when I was doing, I was recently doing Test of Valor 7 on Master Ninja. And I lost a couple of runs because I jumped. And I thought, you've just got to not jump, ever. Just never, ever, ever jump, ever. And it sounds easy to do that on paper, but sometimes you get into this rhythm, this routine, and you just think, nah, I can get a jump here, and then you jump and you get hit, and you're like, That's where it kind of gets into your fundamentals of, like, how strict can you play for a extended period of time. And that can be sometimes just as difficult as something that is, like, punishingly difficult in just execution.
Season security just came through. Guns in hand.
Okay.
Friendly. I had to hide under a desk.
What do they want?
Ooh, I need a save point.
Torrens. They heard the
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. But NG's not... I mean, there's definitely things I can't react to in NG anymore. Like Dynamo, for example. His grab. I used to be able to dodge his grab on reaction every time. Just no problem. Now, I know I can't do that, so I think, okay, now you need to find a strategy where it doesn't require you to dodge his grab on reaction. So, like, find a way to manipulate the enemy more. And that's kind of the bottleneck, because there is always going to be a certain point where the... Oh, shit. Where the faster reactions, like, there's no way to compensate for them. But at the same time, like, I'm not really interested in going to that level anymore anyway. So it's not that big a deal. So yeah, like, you can make up for it with knowledge, you know? Like, the more you know, kind of comes to mind. Like, you know, NG2 is a good example, playing that again now. I'm looking at that game very differently, because there was always the element of score in NG, you know, way back when. Now I don't give a toss about score. So, like, now it's funny, how I look at survival now is totally different to how I looked at it in, like, 2008. Because the thing with survival back then was everyone was just chasing score. Like, it was, I want to get a good score, I want to get a good score, I want to get a good score. Now I'm more about staying alive. Back then, the deepest video was 2 rounds for, like, any weapon. Even the scythe, it was 2 rounds, because people just played for score. And I think I'm not... I want to show, like, how do you stay alive in survival? And already there's a few things that I've thought of that are much better than how I used to play before. In Format B, for example, when you get the mech wave, once you get past the warrior round, I've changed the way I approach that, and it makes the mech wave way more consistent. But if you're playing for score, you'd never do that. So it just depends, I guess. It just depends on, like, what you want to do. And there's something, and I guess that's more, like, playing fighting games has kind of made me appreciate that more. There's something really satisfying about, like, really clean and like optimal play, you know? Risky stuff and flashy stuff looks great and all, but when you know enough to know that, like, that's not consistent, that's sort of like an out of context representation, you know, seeing something that's just like, man, that you just kind of have to admire, like, the fundamentals, like, that's, like, just as impressive and fun for me. Alright, so can the alien fuck up these guys, please? Alright, where am I going? Ooh, okay, this is a new area. There we go. To be fair, Gears of War has become kind of a joke on its highest difficulty, though. Like, it's funny, I remember I've told this story before as well, but Gears 4 was literally the game that made me, like, just... It's the game that made me, like, finally just give up that obsession with, like, beating every game on its hardest difficulty. Because Gears 4 is just completely busted on its highest mode. Like, it's not fun, it's not well thought out, like... It's just crap. Like, it's just a bad experience from top to bottom. And now when I play a new game, and if I play it on its hardest mode, and I get that kind of impression, like, I'm confident enough in, like, my own critique to kind of stand my ground on that. Like, if someone was to say, oh, like, oh no, Gears 4's totally balanced, and I would say, really, it's totally balanced to put an entire magazine of ammo into one enemy, and have them have absolutely 0 hit reaction, for them to just tank through it and kill you in 1 hit. Like, that's fair. Like that's okay. Like, you know, I don't think it is, personally. And there's stuff in NG2 now that I'm playing it again that, again, you know, like, kind of, this is a good example. So, Test of Valor 4, Master Ninja. That is possible to do, no items, no nimbo. Possible, in theory. If you grinded it enough, eventually you'd get a pattern of the hoverbots where you'd get it. Me, in 2008, I would have grinded to get that. Just to get it. Whereas now, my perspective on it is, well, that's, like, not a representation of how that's ever gonna happen. It's why I don't do, like, you know, full-on karma runs anymore, because while they're fun to watch, it's a representation of, like, a 1 in a million pattern. So, I'm not really fussed about it. So now, it's like, well, I've shown a strategy where you can, like, not use any healing items, which is, like, pretty good. And it's very consistent, it's very safe. A new player would be able to do that. And that's another thing as well with regards to tutorials. When you see a tutorial, funnily enough, getting into these has kind of made me like really take note of that. I've seen like some Rubik's Cube tutorials where they just show what they do like in their normal speed and like don't explain anything. I think that's not a tutorial, it's a demonstration. You know, I could show, like, for example, Master Ninja Chapter 6. I don't fight the Archive Challenge on the ground floor, because that's not a tutorial. A brand new player, I'm not going to say, oh yeah, fight the hardest fight in the game on the ground floor. No. I show a way that a new player could do it, and then they can level up and get to a point where they can fight it on the ground floor. If your tutorial requires, like, insane knowledge and execution, it's not much of a tutorial in my book. Unless it's very well explained. Also failed to beat Bloodborne. Yeah, the load times. Yeah, the Souls approach doesn't. I don't really like that though, to be honest. The Souls approach to me is, it comes off as like it's a gotcha design. You know, it's like the designers are just trying to catch you out to kill you, and it's like, well, any game can do that. You know, it's the thing that did put me off Neo towards the end. Like there was one boss in Neo that just. Like, you get to a boss in Neo, and you're like, okay, well, I kind of have to die on this boss just to figure out what its attacks are. Like, what can I block? What can I dodge? Like, how does this work? And I think there are ways to go about that aren't that in an action game. And it's like, okay, that's cool, but when you die on a boss in Neo, like, you've got to do the entire level again. So it's like, okay, great. Like... when I was a kid and I had, you know, tons of free time, like, I would have carried on playing. You know, I don't have that amount of time now. So, the idea of playing like a 40-minute level over again to fight a boss, to then maybe, like, get hit by an attack he hasn't done before, to then play the level again, is like, nah, I'm good. Like, no, I don't have time for this. It's funny though, because I'm thinking about those games in particular, and I think, yeah, like if they'd have come out, like, if they'd have come out around the time like DMC3 and NG came out, like, they probably would be my thing, because I would have just played those instead. But, you know, they came out at a point where, you know, time was a factor. Like, one of the things that really put me off Neo at the beginning was that you couldn't pause it. And, you know, like, in the playground when you're 12, like, that's really cool. Like, oh, man, this game's so hardcore, man, you can't even pause the game. It's like, yeah, great. Like, that's fucking stupid. Like, that's dumb. Like, that really does feel like something that only either kids would care about, or people that are, like, obsessed with how elite they are. You know, like, I can't imagine anyone over the age of 20, like, thinking that not being able to pause a game is a good idea. You know? It's like, what if you need to piss? I finished that recently, Laser. I agree. I think that's a really good game. I really enjoyed that. It raises a lot of questions, though, I thought. World War II, again, because I hadn't played a World War II game for a long time. And I've become a lot more educated on World War II in my, you know, older years. And I couldn't help but think, it's like, man, can you imagine if they made a video game, a first-person shooter, out of, you know, like, the war in Iraq? People would go fucking apeshit. over that. Like, I mean, they tried something along those lines, and it never came out. Are we going to be playing shooters like that in 30 years' time? Because is it time? Is that the only thing? Does enough time just need to pass for us to start playing those games? Wow, you guys are really on the ball, aren't you? God, the frame rate, like, just fucking tanks here. Ow. Didn't know there was... Ow. Ow, ow. Okay, that is a very realistic shotgun for a video game. That's not a typical video game shotgun. Can I make another medkit? Yes. Because there are certain parts in that Call of Duty game, and I think it's because like your presentation's so much better now as well. You know, the audio, the way everything looks, like it just looks so good. It's like, man, like this just kind of can't. You can't help but like kind of put yourself in the position, and it's weird. You know, I don't think you do that when you're a kid. You know, when you're young playing Medal, like when I was like a kid playing Medal of Honor. You know, I never thought of that. Ow. Where do these guys keep coming from? Because there wasn't this many when... Right, give me your shotgun ammo. I'll take that. Right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, I think they're both great. I think there's space for them to do both. It's just, I guess the modern era is just, you know, it's just more popular now, isn't it? They can take, like, a bit more liberties, I suppose, with the modern era. I suppose the one thing with the World War II shooter era is that, like, they're never going to surprise you with the weapons, you know? Whereas in the modern era, they can, like, take a few liberties. You know what's really... one of the most underrated Call of Duties in my book is Advanced Warfare. I know Advanced Warfare, it seems like that just got memed because of the, like, the pay respects moment, but I think it's like, yeah, like, you can reduce any game to a joke if you want. But Advanced Warfare's campaign is fucking amazing. That gave me, there's certain levels in that remind me of, like, the 007 games from the PS2, and they had some amazing level design. You don't get shooter levels like that anymore, you know? You just don't. Like, there's one level in 007 Nightfire where you have to infiltrate this island of, like, all these, you know, dubious aristocrats. And like, in one level you have, like, a stealth section, a sniper section, like an onslaught section, an open section where you can like approach it in any way you want. The game doesn't tell you, like, go here, 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 cutscene over. Like, you just don't get level design like that in shooters anymore. You know, you really don't. I think it's why the old Halos hold up so well, is because, like, you think of the levels in Halo 2 even. There are levels in Halo 2, I dare say, that are bigger than, like, modern shooters in their entirety. You don't get that kind of level design now, you know. Like, there's almost, there has, I think we've got to a point where, like, shooters, for the most part, have got, like, a real playbook. And Advanced Warfare, like, kind of, like, went outside of that a little bit, which was cool. You know? Yeah, they were, Demon, yeah. You know what game is on my pile of shame that I've never ever played? And it's supposed to be, like, one of the hidden, like, original third-person shooters is Everything or Nothing. That's supposed to be an amazing game. I've never played that. I never got around to it. I mean, yeah, they do laser, but I think those people... It's ironic that... I mean, I knew people at uni that were like that, you know? They were like, oh man, Call of Duty, man. It's not a real game. It's a casual game. Yeah. And I'm thinking... Like, do you have any idea how many people, like, Call of Duty probably got into gaming? You know? it's so that mentality like really baffles me. You know, like that real elitist mentality. You know, like, oh, Call of Duty, man, it's not a real video game. And you think, okay, like, well, you're a muppet. Like, it's a very baffling mentality. Like, it's very easily picked up. It's easy to play. Like, you see it in action games. Like, there are people that, like, you know, they look down on God of War. You know, oh, God of War, man, it's a casual game. And I think, okay. But let's be real here. If you've got 100 people in a room, not right now, but if you had 100 people and you gave, well, okay, let's say you have 99 people and you gave 33 of them God of War, you gave the other 33 NGB, and you gave the other 33 DMC, which of the 33 do you think people would complete more? God of War. If you complete God of War, and you like it, and you think, oh, you know, like, action game, I've never really played these before, I enjoyed God of War, what's this NG all about? What's this DMC like? Let me try these games. If your first game is NG or DMC, and you get your arse kicked, you're going to think, oh man, yeah, I tried those games, didn't really like them. Same thing with shooters. Like, you know, there's a game being accessible is not a bad thing. You know, a lot of people kind of confuse, like, accessible and easy. Like, they're not the same thing. Like, you know, if your game is accessible, it means more people can enjoy it and hopefully, like, play other kinds of games in that genre. That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. Like, the thing that got me interested in, like, finally picking up RTSs was Halo Wars. And Halo Wars is like, yeah, you know, all units, it's a joke. And it's like, yeah, but what if you're not someone who's, like, super hardcore into RTS games? You know? Baffling mentality, that. Like, real gatekeeping mentality, you know? I'm like, this is for the elite only. And you think, no, that's stupid. Why would you not want to, like... That'd be like me, like, not doing anything in NG to help, like, new players. Because it's like, oh, no, man, if you can't play NG, you fucking scrub. And it's like, no, like, NG is hard. I struggled in NG when I first played it. It's a hard game. But if more people can play it and enjoy it, your community will grow. And there will be new players and more. Yeah, I get the mentality, like, because it's just, you know, people being twats. But on the same side, I'm like, you know,
Anyone else catch that?
what you doing?
Hey, something's moving around out there. Did anyone else see
Are
that?
these guys? I was literally just about to say, he was looking right at me. I don't know if he, like, I don't know. It's funny, Lazy, you mentioned Call of Duty, but, like, Black Ops 4 was, like, the first Call of Duty I ever played. And I just wanted to try, you know, Blackout. I wanted to try Battle Royale. And after playing that a little bit, it really made me, like, kick myself. I thought, man, like, I could have been playing Call of Duty pretty much since Modern Warfare and been enjoying it. And I just didn't. I just kind of wrote it off. I was like, nah, like, you know, I'm not going to play that. I'll stick with Halo. I'll stick with Gears, you know, and it's funny, I guess. As I said, I think it's something that is generally like a younger mentality, you know. Alright. Find the Sevastopol Observatory. So I'm going this way. It's funny, they PSN did that thing last year, where they showed you like an itemized breakdown of like what you'd played that year, and Black Ops 4 last year was like by a fucking landslide, like my most played game on PS4. Like it wasn't even close. I think I had over 1,000 hours on Black Ops. A good chunk of that would be Blackout. And I thought, yeah, like, I really enjoyed that. Like, I keep meaning to get back to it. It's just it's so addictive. Like, I know if I start playing Blackout again, like, other stuff will slide, you know. But every now and then, like, I really do get an urge, like, man, like, I should play, you know, I just want to pop it in and, like, play one game. But there's no such thing as one game of Blackout, you know? You play one game, and then if you do really well, you're like, wow, you know, got to play another one. And if you do badly, you're like, well, I can't end on a bad one, so I got to play another one. And then that cycle just repeats. Like, there was so many times when I got into playing Blackout, and especially when I had people to play with, you would play, like, you'd play one game. You know, you'd hop on with the intention of playing, like, one game or something. Hang on. There we go. And even on, like, a work night, it'd get to, like, 2 in the morning, and, like, all of a sudden, everybody in the chat or in the party, you'd say, man, it's like gone 2 in the morning, guys. I need to get to bed. I've got work in the morning. And no other game does that for me. Not now. Like, only shooters do that. Because I think that, like, they're quick and, you know, it's the quickness and, like, the replayability of it. It's like, oh, just one more game, just one more game, just one more game, just one more game. And then before you know it, it's 2 in the morning. Karma runs used to be like that for me, though, for sure. You get to an encounter and it'd be like, just one more go, just one more go, just one more go, just one more go, and before you know it, you're like 75 attempts in, and it's midnight.
Thank God. Ricardo, I found them.
Now you've got to align the dishes in the color station manually.
Check. I'm going outside.
Going by the rarity of these achievements, I'm guessing not a lot of people completed this game. Because these late game achievements seem quite rare. I can kind of see why, to be honest. I really felt like this game was over, going by Stream Archives, like about 6 hours ago. This game really is dragging on. But I'm curious. Like, I want to know, like, I want to know how this ends. Okay.
I can unlock the entrance to the airlock from here. Give me a sec. There, got it.
I kind of like how they contextualize the motion tracker. I never noticed that one. That's cool. Got a save point. Cool. It's jarring that there's no real-time reflection there. Even though it's like trying to reflect the, you know, the thing. Okay. Man, these segments look so fucking cool. It's a rare. It should be a rare thing, I guess. But I always like it in a shooter, like well, in a first-person game, when you can look down and see your feet. I feel like it's super like disjointing when you can't see your feet in a first-person game, or your legs, I suppose. The way that distorts as well is like really, really good.
Punching the coordinates at the terminal.
This is a good example of a game that maybe, while technically is not massively impressive, just the level of detail and the aesthetic and just how well they've like recreated the alien look is so good. Like there are definitely games that look better than this, but like you know from a technical point of view. Alright, if I can see where I'm going, that'd be awesome. I have no torch. I missed something up here. Ah, what's this? Ah, okay.
Servo lock on. Parabolic antenna in fixed position.
Damn it!
See, like this pattern is just, you know, like the entire game has just been get to this. There's a problem with this. Go here and fix it, and then come back to this. I feel like if this game had a bit more creativity and like its design, it would be a lot more enjoyable. But you just know that when you get to the thing on the map, you're just gonna have to go somewhere else and then go back to the thing on the map. So I'm guessing I need to do something in here now. What's that? There we go. Okay. You know what, Laser? It's funny. I've been thinking that myself lately. There's just parts of Resident Evil 4, and to be fair, like, you know, maybe in like 5-6 years time, when Dead Space is as old as RE4, it might be the same. But there's just parts of RE4 that just I really don't feel have aged very well. Like I've said it before, but like the entirety of the second disc, I just don't like the island in that game. Once that game gets to the island, I don't enjoy it as much. And Dead Space 1 and 2, I just can't think of a single bad portion of those games. I just can't. And especially Dead Space 2, I've played Dead Space 2 a fucking lot. I have played that game a lot. And there is not a single portion of it that I can think, oh god, this bit. You know, like, whereas RE4, there's a couple of segments like that. And RE4 is a fucking masterpiece, don't get me wrong. But sometimes I feel like in a weird way Dead Space like just does not get the credit it deserves, you know. 35A, hang on. I'm going the long way around, but never mind. Let's say 35, then. Yeah. There we go. $75. Man, this thing not go any faster. Chop, chop. I need to check if you can download Dead Space on Xbox One. It was 75, wasn't it? Yeah. Because I've got Dead Space 2 on PC and that plays fine. Dead Space 1 on PC, unfortunately, is not great. Which is a real shame. Oh, does it? Oh, okay, that's awesome. I mean, I dare say I think there's a Dead Space remaster on the way. I really do.
Torrance, this is Ripley on the station. Are you reading me, Verlaine?
Ripley, what the hell is going on over there?
Bad things, Torrance. There's an alien organism here. It's deadly. We need urgent extraction.
A what?
There's no time to explain. Please, Verlaine.
There's nowhere for us to dock, Ripley. The station's tearing free from its gravity mooring. I've seen a towing platform below the spaceflight terminal, but the Torrens umbilical isn't built for it. You'll need to extend the tow platform clamp station side.
Just get into position.
Alright, where am I heading? So... do I just go back? Yeah. So if you put the disc in, can you just download them like you can other... I'll have to try that, because I've got Dead Space on 360. I don't know, I don't think I've got it here, though. It's really weird that, like, it's funny how there's a lot of reasons to keep the Xbox One out, and yet none of those reasons are Xbox One games. I haven't played Halo 5 in God knows how long. I don't really see myself going back to that, to be honest. I might uninstall that. Because Halo 5 is like a chunky 110 gigs, I think. I could fit a lot of 360 games in 110 gigs. I'd be fine with that, Laser. I like me some Splinter Cell. I like me some Dead Space. Maybe we could get both. Splinter Space. Or Dead Cell. No, they couldn't call it Dead Cell, could they? Splinter Space kind of works, though. Now there's an idea. What What two completely different games, if you could, to have a crossover, would you have? I'm going with that one. Splinter Cell and Dead Space. I want to see Splinter Space. I want to see that. In a weird way, Laser, yes, because the Xbox One, like, Game Pass is an amazing thing. Game Pass is, like, really, really fucking cool. Like, NG2, NGB backwards compatibility, Halo 5, like, was a real, like, return to form for multiplayer for me. But then there's everything about it that I just cannot fucking stand. Like, the controller's a piece of shit. The performance is terrible. I've lost count of how many times I've set this console as my home console, and yet I still can't fucking use anything if I'm not hooked up to the net. It constantly disconnects from the internet. It's slow as fuck. The hard drive's small and shit. Your external hard drive speeds are fucking ass. The download speeds are fucking terrible. Actually, no, I'd say I hate it more than I like it, to be fair. I don't know. NGB and NG2 are pretty hefty trump cards. They fucked up the Master Chief Collection. Like, Master Chief Collection is FUBAR. It's one of those things where, like, for every one thing it does well, it does like 3 things really badly. Like, if this console fired on all cylinders, like, it'd be fucking unstoppable. You know? But it doesn't. You know he did. I think I'm gonna wait for the alien to kill you, and then I'm gonna come out of here. Hey, alien, kill this guy. And also, everything I just mentioned is amplified on a vanilla system. I've got an S here, and the S is slightly better. So, all right, where are we heading? Direct. One thing that would go a long way on the Xbox One, you know, is just being able to upgrade the internal drive. The difference between performance on the PS4 and Xbox One is pretty staggering. And that's just because my PS4 has a faster hard drive. And it's still mechanical, it's 7200 RPM, but that's literally 50% well, no, more than 50% faster. Like, that's a 50% speed increase over the Xbox's hard drive. So, you know, it's not like I put an SSD in my PS4, because I'm not that much of a baller. Ooh. Fuck off. Alright. Oh, what's up, Ollie? If the Series X delivers... here's the thing, like, I don't want any of the new consoles to be shit. I want them to blow my socks off. I want them to make me think, man, I probably shouldn't have bothered getting this PC. That's never going to happen. But I want them to at least make me think it for a split second. Again, it's never going to happen. But, you know, the PS4 has got problems. The Xbox One's got a lot of problems. Oh, what's up, Dragon? Yeah. So, we'll see. It's been a while, Dragon. Hope you've been good. The thing I really want to see right now is performance on these systems, is hard drive performance. The PS5 is talking a big talk about their SSDs. They're talking, yeah, this SSD is a giant penis in a good way. And I think, okay, cool. Can you show us some load times, like, maybe? Or some boot times, maybe? I feel like they haven't really shown... Oh, okay, you want a piece, dude. You want a piece? Fuck off. That's right, yeah. Okay, I need a save point. Okay, I hope I don't get, like, shanked in the back here. Ooh, nice. Nice. Yeah, you know, that's so weird. You can't really see my TV. But I haven't got any console, like, hooked up to my TV. And I was thinking, yeah, you know, the next TV I buy is going to be 4K. And I thought, like, but the consoles aren't going to support 4K. Like, I know they're saying they are, but let's be real, no, they're not. They can say it all they want. We all know it's bullshit. Oh, nice. Bargain. Oh, hello. Don't come in here. There we go. Yeah, I'm on the right floor. Right. Yeah. Go away. That didn't... Am I dead? No, I'm good. Alright. Man, can you know, they have to... Here's what would get me to buy. Here is what would get me to, like, pre-order an Xbox Series X, right? They come out, right? And they're like, okay, first game. And like, they fade in, and it's just like the NGB main theme, right? The NGB main theme just like hits like just a fucking freight train. And they show it like fully remade, like new graphics engine, all that shit, but they do the Halo Classic thing of like the old gameplay engine is running under the hood, so it just looks amazing. Fully next gen remake with the Hurricane packs included. I know it's funny because it's a 15-year-old game. But like new content, more missions, and like then they have like a stinger of like a Ninja Gaiden 4's on the way, and then they show NG4, and it looks like that. I think, okay, cool. Like, you got me. I need that. And it's crazy that the one thing that would actually get me to do that is just a remake of a 15-year-old game. But just, it's NG, man. It's timeless. I guess great gameplay doesn't age. There's a t-shirt, maybe. I think you're absolutely right, Dragon. Yeah. They're going to focus on the prettiness first, aren't they? But look how many triangles this game has. And you're going to think, yeah, great. Can I burn this? That's not going to take me anywhere, though, is it? Uh-oh. Do aliens actually see? Like, I bet that's in like an alien wiki somewhere. Hey, you might want to go check that out, bro. See ya. No, I don't, Laser. I don't have any tattoos. I'm not really like tattoos don't really interest me, to be honest. I like tattoos, like on other people, like they can be cool, but like they're just not really me. So. Also, like, I've no idea, like, I honestly can't think of anything that I would be, like, comfortable having permanently, like, imprinted on me, you know? Like, nothing is timeless in this day and age, so, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, look how rare these trophies are, though. Like, 9%, 8%. That's a very... I like that noise. I don't know why. There's something really satisfying about, like, just moving a Rubik's Cube. I think because NGB is a different beast, you know? And NGB is a fighting game first, more than a third-person action game. NGB is so NG is just way more technical than those games. You know, and it's why it's I guess it's why it's hard for people to pick it up. What? You're gonna get wrecked. Give him the business. That was pretty funny. I think, you know what? Maybe, right? Maybe the missing element with NGB, think about it, right? You think about NG, what do you think about? You think about the gameplay. And that's it. Uh-oh. Good job, I saved. You think about the gameplay, don't you? And that's it. You don't think about the story, you don't think about the atmosphere, you don't think about the setting, you don't think about the characters. And this is basically, I suppose it is a knock on it by default, but like the only thing NG has is its gameplay. Something like Bloodborne, I've not played it like a lot, but Bloodborne is just cool as shit to just look at. You look at Bloodborne, it's like, oh man, this guy's got like a top hat on and a fucking sledgehammer, and he looks like he's from a fucking metal band, and he's like killing this giant fucking werewolf. Like that's just cool. NG doesn't really have that, you know? Like, the little bits and pieces I've seen of Sekiro, like, it looks a bit cooler, it's a bit flashier. NGB it's kind of the technical, and that's kind of it, you know? I remember bits and pieces of Fear Factor. You know? Yeah, but the story was fucking terrible, wasn't it? And I think that might be what puts them off. It's like, NG is amazing, but it's all technical. It's all it is, you know? It's like chess. It's not sexy. Alien gonna get ya. Where am I going? Restore power to the Solomon. Okay. I'm gonna have to like add up all these stream archives because I swear this has been like a 20-hour game. Where'd he go? Can I open that door? Does it? I actually can't remember NG3's story, to be honest. I only played it through once and actually watched the cutscenes. You piss off. Is that where I came in? I don't know if that's going to work. I did. Yeah, that's where I came in. Alright, I'm just going to wander around, see if I can figure out where I need to go. Store power. Okay, so there's nothing down here. That'd be pretty cool, you know, Demon. Yeah, like full-on remakes of the old school games. Nope, can't do that. Ah! Okay, at least I know what I've got to do now. Oh, you can't actually shoot it. Okay, at least I know what I've got to do now. Yeah, it did. Part of... that's one reason why I really wish they would make NGO4 backwards compatible on Xbox One, so you could play the original 3 games. Kind of shit that you can't. No. This kind of will look. Would you happily wear Ryu Hayabusa mask during... Yes, I would. 100%. If you could buy like a Ryu cowl and face mat, I would totally wear that shit. Totally. I mean, I'd wear that shit anyway, if I had one. For fun. Okay. One 1851.
This is Sinclair. You guys took too long down there. I had to power down this facility and take the last transit. We can't afford to keep the sanctuary wide open. All it'll take is one creature to get in and all the supplies.
I'm guessing him firing his gun is what's getting the alien here. Must have been nothing. I saw someone open a door and looked right at them, but it must have been nothing.
I'm sorry, but when you started chasing after a ship that'll never come, you broke with the plan. Sinclair out.
Was that 1851, wasn't it? Yeah, you go investigate that. Please. Yeah, Scorpion and some serious sorrowless shit coming. Oh, man. Oh, that sucks. I'll go out as Fat Ryu in public. Might as well save. Yeah, it's coming up to like 2 hours. I thought for sure I had like maybe an hour left on this game. Like, yeah, it was. Yeah. Funny, I still get that question every now and then on YouTube. It's like, oh, what's the best version of NGB? And now it's like Xbox One. Just full stop. End of sentence. End of discussion. Like, if you want the best version of this 15-year-old game, go buy like a 250 pound console. No, what are you doing? The alien's gonna turn up now, you bellend. Okay, I thought that would be unlocked. Ah, that's good job I saved. That said, though, yeah, I love the original Xbox controller for NG. It still feels the best to me. I love the original Xbox pad. How long did I only had mine a few months too. I think mine died maybe 4 or 5 months after I got it. It wasn't very long. And I went through... God, I went through like one a year pretty much until Halo 4 came out. And then I got the Halo 4 Xbox. Which still might be the sexiest console ever made. I could have swore I... Didn't I just do that? Or did I save and then do this? Nah, okay. So bad that it's good games that you've ever played. Rogue Warrior comes to mind. That game is odd. Yeah, motherfucker. Have some of that. I hope that doesn't... Ah! Fuck you. Okay, so that can stun him at least. Refurbished one. Yeah, I've got a modded one. I just never really... I don't really know what to do with it. It was one of those things, I saw it on eBay and it was just a really, really good price. I think it was like 30 quid or something for a modded Xbox. And I thought, man, like, I'd like to have one of those, just, you know, just in case. I don't know what to do with it. Supposedly, like, there is a way to crack the Hurricane packs. The only thing is, you need a save to use them. You still need a save from, like, HP 2 to use it. Dude, now the alien's gonna turn up. You knobhead. Whoa! What? I was gonna say, why were those boxes moving? I think that's the guy getting wrecked in my right ear. But yeah, I don't know. It's a shame that you need saves, because I already have a Chapter 1 save. And granted, it's not great, because the trick I found for Chapter 1 is insane, like how good it is for score. And yeah, I can't play the beginning of Chapter 1 to like really maximize it. You know what? Let me just check that. I don't think I actually have time to play anything. So I think Balbade's HP 1 run is on YouTube. If it is, we'll look at his Chapter 1. God, 9 years ago. Man, that was a long time ago. Here we are, Chapter 1 and 2. Oh no, okay, so it's... Yeah, I mean, even without that, like... Okay, that's interesting, actually. 782. What do I start with? Because my original HP 1 run... well, my save, rather, that I used isn't even a karma run. Like, it's just a Chapter 1 save I had. So my score's terrible. And it's so annoying, like... I think Bigalski might have all the fights in his run. Let me check real quick. Because off the top of my head, I'd say maybe I'm like at least 100k down on Chapter 1. Because of those first fights. What do I start at here? Yeah, so I'm 15,000 behind Balbade, and I finished like 14,000 ahead on Chapter 1, just because of the Shuriken trick to get intercepts. That's why I really wish they'd bring them back, because it's such a shame that people just can't play that version of the game. It's, I'm trying to think of an example, like imagine if, like, you couldn't play the Far Cry on the Xbox, like, the original Xbox version of Far Cry. It's kind of like that to me. Because I feel like it is that big of a deal, like, it's that big of a difference. Like, it's not just Intercept, too, like, there's other mechanical differences, because it's NGO4, like, you know, at the base. Fuck you. Wow. It's like he knew. I mean, I always keep my flamethrower fuel in my desk. Alright, he's fucked. How did I not stun him? Okay. I wish I had some flamethrower fuel here, because then I could kill that face hugger without making any noise. I can't really do that. Well, actually, could I maybe lure that guard in and get him killed by the face hugger? Because all I've got to do is hit that switch and get back to the elevator, and that's it. I'm done. And also HP2. Like, HP2 is... Say, it's easy to think of it as, like, just Eternal Legend, but it's not. Facehugger. Kill this guy. Ah, that's shit. Like, that literally just goes for me, even though, like, he's closer. There's no flamethrower fuel, is there? And I've got nothing else to kill it. Alright, I'll have to, I'll do that, and then when the alien is killing that guy, I'll make a run for the lift. Now, the fights are the same, but Eternal Legend, like, for example, like, HP2 has, like, end of chapter bonuses. Like, HP2 is like a chapter almost. It's like a mini mission in and of itself. Like, and I'm trying to remember what the items are like. But the karma system is a little bit different. Like, I literally shot that twice, like, in the crosshair, and that did nothing. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember how expensive the items are, but it has intercept. It has the HP1 scoring system and intercept, but it also has the ET and UT bonuses. So, like, karma running it is, like, really intricate. It's not just UTs and intercepts. You have to figure out, like, the perfect blend of, like, UTs, intercepts, speed. It's really fucking cool. And you could use the future ninja costume in it. Can't do that in NGB. Right, fuck off. Alien, come and fuck this guy up. Flamethrower, are you kidding me? Oh no, it... Ow! I don't think this is going to be enough to scare him off. Oh, man. Can I knock that guy out, maybe? Then again, killing the facehugger's gonna... Killing the facehugger is still gonna trigger the alien, isn't it? Try it, though. Just... There he is. Die quietly. Don't trigger the alien. What do I need for that? Oh no, he... Oh, okay. Well. Scratch that idea then. I tried that dragon, but he just guns straight for you. Like when you open that door, like he just goes right for you. Even though I tried it just now and the guard was actually in front of the door and he just like ignored the guard and came straight for me. I'm guessing that's intentional. You have to get around the alien here. Okay, let me make my noisemaker. Hang on. Yeah, let me make one of those. If I could make a Molotov, that would really help. Don't shoot me. Ow. Ah, Jesus Christ. That was annoying. Yeah, that like he always comes out of that door, but it's annoying that I thought it was him shooting me that like triggered the alien, but I'm guessing it's actually activating that switch. I have got enough flamethrower fuel to scare him off. It's just those transits take fucking ages to turn off. Alright, fuck you. That wasn't even, I didn't even get flamethrower fuel there. I'll try a cheeky save here. Where's the guard? Okay, well at least I saved. Oh, that's annoying. I didn't get any flamethrower fuel. I wonder if, maybe, that item, like, respawns. After the save. Hey. Oh God. This might be enough to get rid of him once. That's right. Fuck off. Peace. Work like a charm. Okay, I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna refill my water. Alright. Oh, yeah, I do. I really want to play Cyberpunk. I'm very excited for that game. That game looks just a lot more mechanically up my street than The Witcher. Like, people rave about The Witcher, but just... they're just not that fun to play for me. Whereas Cyberpunk looks like a pretty legit shooter, so I'm very, very excited to get my hands on that.
Torrance to Ripley. Ripley, we're about to move into position for the auto-umbilical dock sequence. We'll be dark on comms until we've matched the decaying orbit of the station and are in position.
We've got to be getting towards the end now, right?
Platform clamps. I don't know how you sweet-talked me into this.
I'm torn. I really want pizza tonight. I'm just really tempted to order a pizza. But that's a bit naughty for a Thursday. But I've got tomorrow off, so it's like, I don't know. And it's The Last of Us tomorrow. I hope that game's good. I really do. I wish I hadn't been spoiled on it, but I am still looking forward to it. I hope it's good, man. Yeah, just I wish they just played more. You know, like I wish they just gameplay-wise, I just wish they were more up my street. You know. Well, that guy's on fire. Awesome. I got the fucking android behind me. Oh, man. Okay. Maybe I'll just kill the android. I know where Dragon. Take care, man. I'll catch you later. Yeah, The Witcher's still on my, like, to play list, though. I did start 2, and, like, it's good. I like it. It's just, I don't know, I just wish there was more to the... I wish it was just more fun to play. You know? And I have The Witcher 3 on PS4. I got the, what's it called? Like, you know, the Game of the Year edition. Dude. The fact that you're still alive is unwarranted. Alright. At least I ain't got to worry about him this time. No. You could have done that last time. I don't see how this is going to help. But... Cool. No. God damn it. Okay. I'll take that. Can I do something with this, maybe?
Stabilizer failure. Abandoned station. Abandoned station.
Is there a dead body in here, maybe? No dead body in her. Ah. Hello. No. I didn't search that android I killed, did I? No. Keycard lock, passcode lock. Ah. So, what was that? there's not anything in here. Oh, what's up, Onin? I'm good. How are you? I think I'm near the end of this game. I've been saying that for like literally the past 6 hours. So... Did I save here? I actually can't remember if I did. I think I did, yeah. But if not, I'll just put in another save. I've not got any flamethrower fuel. I've not got any Molotovs. I can't make Molotovs. So I've got nothing to get rid of the alien. I guess there's got to be a keycard in here somewhere. Ah! Dead body. I think that... Okay, hang on. Yes, I can make a Molotov now, at least. I think you have to hit the alien, like, dead on. But, still, it's better than nothing. Cool. Flamethrower fuel. I'll take that. God damn it. I didn't quite see, but it looked like there was a key card in there. Bugger off, please. I've not tried the bolt gun on the alien. I'm guessing... As far as I know, there's no way to kill the alien, so... I'm guessing that terminal's got the code. Fuck off. Oh, okay. Anybody know why... What is up with that? Like, if you've only got a certain amount of flame fuel, like, do you just piss him off? Ah, 1984. Because it's weird that he just, like, runs up to you and hits you, but you don't die. Because otherwise, he's just a one-hit kill. Wait. Yeah, there it is. I just heard him. Seems like a very inefficient way to have that set up, doesn't it? Seeing as there are controls on it anyway. That's like the most video gamey... That's like the most survival horror-esque thing ever. Ooh, more flamethrower fuel. I'll take that. Speaking of which... Okay. just got like a huge surge of sunlight and it's like reflecting off the monitor. Like I cannot see a fucking thing.
Orbital stabilizer failure. Abandoned station. Abandoned station.
Ah. Okay. I literally, I can barely see anything on this monitor right now. That's a little bit better. Giving me a lot of resources, aren't they? You can hear the alien knocking about. Sounds like he's right above me. The fuck? Fuck off. Son of a bitch.
Emergency. Please attend your assigned evacuation point and wait for your synthetic emergency warden.
Where'd he go? Okay. He's there again. So... Am I doing something with this?
Orbital stabilizer failure. Abandoned station. Abandoned station.
Alright.
If you're listening to this, and you're on the team, we've sealed the habitation sanctuary. There's one way in, one way out. I've still got raiding parties heading out to loot supplies and
I've
weapons.
got enough to get rid of him at least a couple of times here, so...
Synthetics have started moving away from
I've still got my Molotov.
I've seen a trail of strangled bodies in public areas. So, be aware. Oh, and if you're listening to this and you're not on the team, don't come find us.
right there, Annie. I don't... I don't get why I can't use that generator. Right. Alternate route. Come on. Go away. Yeah, why can't I...
After evacuation, you should not re-enter the station until advised to do so by the orbital emergency.
I don't get that. Like, that is the thing in here. Surely I don't have to go all the way back there. Alright. Has that unlocked something out there? I did save, didn't I? No. What? So what?
Emergency. Please attend your
What
assigned
did that do?
evacuation point and wait for your synthetic emergency warden.
No, I've already been in here. You're trying to be fucking clever. Ah. This is where I gotta go. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that pattern is really, it's really old now, you know? I just saw him. My roommate's trying to get me to eat shit. Why does it sound like there's two of them? I don't know if it actually happens, but it seems like the flame on that would like he'd be able to see me, so This game's mad dark. Oh yeah. With the bum emote. The fact that like there's a bum emote is just pretty funny. Oh, fucking hell, really? So yeah, that's right, fuck off. Okay. Out of curiosity, just wondering how many people actually watch the archive channel. Because I gotta admit, like, I don't really check on that very often. I just kind of upload the archives to it, and I don't really pay any attention to it other than that. Oh, go away. I can't make anything, can I? I can make another one of these, though. Oh, bloody hell, piss off. Oh. I had a feeling I was probably peeking a bit too long there. Okay, I need the chat to weigh in on this. Savory sweet or sweet savory? Like, what's your preference? Because I'm very much savory to sweet. I can't go the other way. And apparently that's weird. I don't think that's weird. I think the other way is weird. I think more often than not, people would go savory than they'd go sweet. Right, so now I've got to go all the way back there. Yeah, fuck off. Alright, that should buy me a little bit of time. Thing is, like, I don't know where I actually have to go. I can go back and do this, but... hang on. There may be some good shit in here. Right. Get in the vent. Savory all day. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I really want pizza tonight. I want to get like a spicy veggie pizza. But if I order it, I'm probably going to order 2. Because it's just cheaper. That said, I've had a pretty good, like, behaving streak, to be honest. So. But it's Last of Us 2 tomorrow. So I'm going to have a few cheeky things. Me and my roommate are probably going to get shisha at the weekend and have a few drinks. So I'm thinking, like, that's kind of stacking up. Oh, what's up, VHS? Update. I actually received another gift sub. Wow, how many is that? Is that all the same person? Queen Eugasm. Wow. Really? What the fuck's going on, man? What the fuck's going on? It's one chat. Oh, okay. It's one of those. Yeah, it's a good idea, Ollie. I just feel like a pizza. And I can like tell myself it's not as bad because it's not got meat on it. I can be like, yeah, it's not as greasy. But it's still pizza. Did this guy fuck off? Seriously. Uh-oh. I have to use one of these. I swear I don't even fly. Sure, man. Sure. We believe it. It's fine. Was it... Who was it? Was it last week? I think it was Chindiana Jones. It was like name-dropping porn stars that stream. I think it was Chindiana Jones. Don't kill me while I'm trying to save. You dick. Okay. It's at least a small hurdle out of the way. Right. Okay, so surely I've got to go there? Like... It's the only point of interest on the map. Even the mount... You know, funnily enough, I'd heard about the mountain streaming. Yeah. I guess it kind of makes sense that I hadn't heard about porn stars streaming, though. Because I don't really watch a lot of Twitch. And I'm guessing they're basically just blacklisted from the front page, like no matter how popular they are. I'm just gonna have to kind of take a guess here, I suppose. Where'd he go? Huh. I hope he has a mountain plant. You know, it's funny though. Maybe it's just me, right? Fuck a duck! Okay, it seemed like the first one got rid of him, but then the second one didn't. I don't know, but I was thinking, on that note, these like, big people who, like, all of a sudden start streaming, surely it's got to be, like, their PR team, right? Like, surely it has to be them, like, they're like, oh, just give it a go, man. Like, because... Okay, let me try something here. Fucking have it. Okay, so I think you can stun it once. And then you're alright. Yeah, surely it's got to just be like their PR team that like, yeah man, trust me. Because I mean, does anyone, what's the Mountain's Twitch channel? Does anyone know what his Twitch is called? I'm just curious like how many subs and that they have. And I bet they get like sponsorships like crazy just for free, but just because they know people are gonna like watch a lot of them, you know. That's what I'm thinking. And again, maybe that's a little paranoid, but it seems like there's just all of a sudden too many of them like doing it all of a sudden for them to be like, you know, something they want to do. Maybe that's just me. Yeah, it is. Yeah. But, you know, I don't know, man. It's definitely a double standard. But I've always kind of come back to this. And I think, like, I can't knock anyone's hustle, man. Like, I just can't. It's like, people are watching them at the end of the day. You know, these Twitch ladies, people are watching. Like they've not got guns to people's heads saying subscribe to my channel and like, you know, give me money. They're not forcing anyone to do it. Like people are doing it of their own free will. So like, you know, everyone's got a hustle. You know, it is what it is. Motherfucker, can you stop just... It's kind of cool how you can actually, like, damage it. Can I run past him? surely there is nothing in that game that would actually be like X-rated though, is there? Because I mean, I've heard a few things about The Last of Us, but I can't imagine there's anything that would like get you in trouble, is there? I hope not. Well, yeah, you got a good point, VHS. Yeah, there you go. It's like you think Amazon own it, so like they've got a vested interest for Twitch to be huge. Isn't that kind of shitty though? Like I gotta like, because you think about it, like especially with like games and that, like it started out as kind of the, you know, the more everyman kind of thing to be doing. If we get to a point where like fucking like I don't know many celebrities, so excuse me, but like someone like Jennifer Lawrence is streaming, it's like really. Like, really? Like, you're making, like, 20 million a movie, and, like, that's not enough for you? Like, you've still got to hop on Twitch? like, you know, those multi-million-dollar movie deals aren't enough for you? Like, you know, you've got to start playing, like, you know, Pokemon on Twitch or some shit. Like, in a way, it's kind of sad. It's kind of, like, the greed is, like, just kind of insane, you know. That's true, VHS. Yeah, it is true. Yeah, I guess maybe that's the problem. Yeah, gaming got mainstream, man. It's not niche anymore. Right, I'm just gonna go back to that then, because I've honestly got no idea where else I need to go. Who would be like the weirdest celebrity to start doing like a gaming Twitch page though? Like, who would be one where you just you just hear it and think, wait, really? I have no idea if this is the right way to go. Unfortunately, VHS, yeah, that's very true. Put that on a t-shirt. Okay. Find alternate route to spaceflight terminal. So am I, Demon. My roommate is a bit more, well, a lot more in the loop, and like every now and then she'll mention someone, and I just say, who's that? Like I don't know who that is. And she's like flabbergasted that I don't know. And I say, you know, I don't follow. I don't follow like celebrity culture, like, you know, people that are like famous and exist just to exist and be famous. I could not give less of a fuck about that stuff. I could not care less. It's physically impossible. I could not give less of a shit. And I don't know, maybe that means I'm out of touch. I don't care. It's funny, the other day she was saying about like there was some sale apparently in town, and she was naming like these like designer stuff, and I was saying, you know, I was like, you're saying this like I know who these people are. And I have no idea. I've never given a fuck about that stuff. Ugh. Donald Trump playing Make Anthem great again. Actually, I don't know. He's exactly the kind of one I could see doing it. That's true though, VHS. That's a very good point, yeah. Yeah, it's true, yeah. You think YouTube's weird, I guess. Okay, let's see if this works. Fucking eat it. Does that give me enough time to get away? That's right. Yeah. This is my spaceship. fucker. Ugh, I don't know where to go. There's nowhere in here that I haven't been. There's no doorways in here that I've missed. It's got to be this way, surely. So am I. I'm glad to see the alien back. Yeah, it really won't. Yeah, Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and have a look at all these stream archives and add them up because I swear this has been 20 plus hours. Fuck off. It looks like that really pisses him off. Hey, you want a little bit? You want a little piece, do you? Okay, that's weird. Oh, I don't know where to go. I really don't. You know, generally speaking, it's not wise to assume that anything's going to stay around forever. So, this whole, you know, internet craze, I don't know quite what you'd call it, but like social media prevalence of influence, like it's got to, something's going to take its place. Something is. No one knows what it is, otherwise we'd all be doing it right now, and we'd be getting ready to be rich. But you have to wonder what is actually going to take the place of it. Is it just going to be VR? Is it going to be like VR and AR getting to the point where it's just so good that that's all people are going to want to do? Like, can you imagine if they made something like here's a good example. Think of something like The Witcher. The Witcher 3. Like, people, they love how immersive it is. You think, if they got to a point where you could just walk around in that world, and it was like real life, is that what's going to take it away? Is that what will dethrone it? We'll get to a point where people think, why bother like watching games or playing regular games or paying attention to the real world, man? The real world's boring as shit. It's all about the virtual world. Basically like Avatar. But with less Sam Worthington in it. You know, that could have been misinterpreted as like a severe burn on him since the movie, but I got no problem with Sam Worthington. That was not an unintentional burn. Okay, I'm lost. I really... Where is he? What's that? Living area. Is there maybe something in there that I've missed? I've not got my Molotov, have I? Oh, it just... Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I think that might do it. I really don't know. But it's, on the one hand, I do wonder if anything will dethrone it. But on the other, people have said that about every single craze ever, you know? Oh, this is the one. This is the one that's going to stick. And something always comes along. People always get bored. Something always comes along and people just get fed up. Where do I go? How do I get into that room? Isn't this where I... Aha! Would you fuck off? The alien. a good point, VHS. Man, can you imagine? Here's the thing, right? Let's say we get to a point where VR and AR are so good that... Let's just make something up real quick. Let's say there's something to the equivalent of a VR game. I don't know what you'd call it, but let's say there's like an open source equivalent of something like Unreal Engine, but for VR, right? Something that you can just download and it's an engine and you can build like a scenario for VR yourself. And you can make whatever you want. Like, you can literally make whatever you want. People, like, surely that would be the end. Like, because people would just, you know, why bother with the real world at that point, you know? When you can just custom make, like, you know, any scenario you want and have it be, like, super realistic and super convincing. But then what's that going to do to people? Like, people are like disconnected now with all the, like, so, like, with the way, like, digital interaction has taken over so much. You know? Like, when's the last time people, like, call people on the phone? People don't do that anymore. We have phones. When's the last time you actually spoke to someone on it? For anything longer than, like, 10 minutes. Crazies would come out. We've never left the VR simulation. Maybe. Seriously, this game just will not end. This game just won't end. And now, like, that's one of the main things that's pushing me through. I'm thinking, like, how fucking long is this game? This game's ended, like, 4 times. Like, it's literally had 4 endings. I can't find my VR. I haven't tried VR for a long time, though. I do want to give it a go. The one thing I really want to try, and I feel like such a schmuck, because it's the equivalent of being like, yeah, I want to play, like, iToy or Dance Central. But I really want to try Beat Saber. I really, really want to try that. But the price to entry is quite high to play a game that, like, the gimmick might wear off after like 10 minutes of playing it. You're like, yeah, this is not that fun actually. But I like if there was like a Beat Saber setup somewhere, I'd love to give it a go.
Hughes, it's Ransom. I just got your query. Yes, I have been in our transmission relay archive and I've done some decrypting.
Whoa.
Looking for crew logs that passed through Sevastopol a while ago. I know you're concerned, but it's ancient history. There's just some stuff I need to know. A routine company transmission packet sent from the edge of Thetis before
I think
ships.
Oculus Go has Beat Saber. Oh, okay. Because I'm not sure how much an Oculus says. Because my PC could handle VR now. Like, definitely. But, like, that's the only game on it that really is intriguing. I'm not interested playing, like, Doom VR, you know. If I want to play Doom, I actually want to play Doom. I don't want to play Doom VR. Find a way for the Torrens to dock. Okay. What are we even doing here, man? Oh, is that one I can melt? Ah, yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Cool. I actually don't think I'm gonna wrap this up. I really don't. Not unless this game's got about 10 minutes left, which it doesn't. It doesn't feel like it. Yes, I am. My Evo jersey. Perfect top for this kind of weather. It's nice and baggy. It breathes. It's nice. I love this. I'd wear this like seriously. I would wear this like every day if I didn't have to like wash it. Yeah, I've seen some pretty crazy stuff of Beat Saber. It's I really want to give that a go. Yeah, I've been to God, how many Evos have we been to? 4, 5? Yeah, 4. I've been to 4 Evos, yeah. 2013 through 2016. I went to every Evo. Yeah, man, Evo's great. Even if, like, if you're not huge on competing, like, Evo is just worth going to because it's just awesome. It's such an amazing atmosphere, you know. It's it has like a music festival atmosphere, you know, but it's for fighting games. And even though it is for fighting games, you know, pretty safe bet. Like most of the people there like love games. Like it's just an amazing atmosphere, and it's in Vegas, and Vegas is pretty cool. Plenty to do in Vegas. Oh, what the fuck? Give this guy the business. Right, so where am I going? It's a shame there's no Evo this year. Funny enough, like I was actually thinking of going this year, you know, at the very start of the year. I'm glad I didn't book anything now. But I'm definitely gonna have to go again. Oh, this motherfucker. No! That was my last save. This game really is just getting to be a huge drag now. I think E3 is like the E3 for like who gives a shit, honestly. It seems like the only places that still give a shit about E3 are like gaming sites because it's a huge deal for them. But as you say, now those companies can just post their own videos. Like, why do they care? I wouldn't be surprised to see E3 like not happen next year. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Right, so I guess I gotta go this way. I gotta reload my torch. Because it's funny, I don't know if you guys follow, well, I don't follow it, but I don't know if you know about the gaming site Sifted. It's where the like Michael Pachter Q&A thing is still. And it's funny, I saw a video pop up from them a few days ago, and it was called like the best games of E3 2020, kind of alluding to the fact that like there wasn't an E3 this year, but you know we had all these videos, so that's their games. And I thought that right there is that right there is why game sites are like just so done. Like there literally wasn't an E3 this year, but they are so dependent on it that like they're kind of acting like there was. It's like there literally wasn't an E3. Like, you know, it's not as if I'm making that up. You know, there literally wasn't an E3 this year, and yet they posted like there was one because they need to. Like it's huge. It generates a lot of traffic. There we go. Yeah, that also doesn't help, Demon. I guess that's something I forgot to cover just then. That is kind of the elephant in the room. A lot of E3 stuff is like physically painful to watch. you know, it hurts to watch some of that shit. It's so fucking bad. There we go. Oh, what's up, Demian? No, they don't. Just show the game. Yeah. It's, not a lot, Demian. Avoiding the alien, going to point A, being told to go back to point B, and then going to point B again and being told back to go to point A, to then being told to go back to point B, and then move on and do the whole thing all over again. It really is just morbid curiosity of how this game ends that's keeping me going. I swear I just heard the alien drop down from somewhere. And yeah, that's why the PS5 showcase was like genuinely surprising in a good way. They just showed games, you know. They didn't have, you know, some celebrity come out or some, you know, I don't even know who, but like someone completely fucking irrelevant. They just said, yeah, PlayStation 5 games. Like, you guys want to see games? Here's some games. Alright, okay.
Relay, the docking clamps are engaging.
See? Do the thing. No, that's not the thing. Now you gotta do this thing. That door locked. Oh, no. It's open now. To be fair, Demian, it was for like the first half. Up until the... Well, I won't give away anything, but up until a certain point where something like big happens, the game is really, really great, but then you just get to a point... oh, thanks, Demian. Then you just get to a point where it really is just what I described. You go to a new level, and it's just, you've got to go and do this. You get to the thing you have to do, and then it's like, oh no, you have to go and do this first. And then you go and do that, you go back to the thing you have to do something with, and then they say, no, now you've got to do this first. And then you go and do that, go back, and then you might get through the level, and then they just do it all over again. It's been that for about 10 hours, it feels like. Hopefully, Demon, yeah.
If I can find an EVA suit, I can still get to you.
A 50-minute video blew every marketing team completely out of the water. Yeah, it's true. Also, maybe, do you think, maybe this is giving people too much credit, but do you think, especially now, with how games are becoming a lot more popular and just mainstream, people are getting wise to it? The bullshit marketing, like, just isn't working anymore. Think about this, right? Think about, like, the World Cup, the Olympics. Do they falsely sell the World Cup or the Olympics? No. They say, this is when the World Cup is on. This is when the Olympics are on. Here's the event. Here's where you can watch it. They don't have, like, you know, a completely irrelevant famous person saying, this is why you need to watch the World Cup football. This is why you need to watch the sprint or something for the Olympics. They don't have that because they don't need it. People that want to watch it, just watch it. I think we're getting more to that stage with games. People that want to play games and are going to buy a PS5 or an Xbox, they just want to see the games. They don't give a fuck about cool people trying to justify this niche hobby because it's not like that anymore. So shut the fuck up and just show games. And that's what Sony did. I hope Microsoft do the same thing. I hope they don't come out and say, now for the Xbox X, we're going to show you Halo. And introduce Halo Infinite, we have some dude that you don't care about, that you're not here to see, who's going to talk for 10 minutes before we actually show you the game. Motherfucker. Hopefully they just come out and say, here's the Xbox, it looks kind of like a mini fridge, but no one gives a fuck anyway. Here's Halo. Have fun. Get to the airlock. Right, I need to go down a floor. Go away. Oh, dude, I shot him in the leg. There is just one alien, yeah. There is just one. Better save. Well, to be honest, VHS, yeah, you're probably right. But I can just see Microsoft. I can just see the Xbox event being like that. I can just see them. Again, I don't really know any celebrities, but I can just see them. You know, and here to introduce Halo Infinite is Kanye West, and you're like, fuck off. Like, I just want to see Halo. Have some of that. Okay, so that's annoying. I'm trying to think what some of the, like, I think, was it Ubisoft, I think, had some really cringe E3 stuff over the years. Like, really, really bad. Like, some of their stuff was fucking hard to watch. And even E3, funnily enough, even E3 when I was writing for Player Affinity, I didn't give a fuck about it then. They even said, you know, is anyone planning on going to E3? This was, of course, off your own nickel. Like, they weren't paying. And even then, I remember saying, no. All I give a shit about from E3 is the gameplay trailers, which there's hardly any of. So, you know, that's that. Maybe I could, like, stagger him enough to get by. No, I don't have a dog. That's some fuckers outside. If you're gonna have a dog, have a proper dog. Don't have, like, a little yappy thing that just sounds like a fucking cat on roids. Have a dog that you could, like, ride into fucking battle. You know? Fully armored. Ah. Have I got flamethrower fuel? Dogs bark is a secret source motivation. You know, funnily enough, on the note of push-ups, I haven't really thought of a way to carry on with my training videos because it got to a point where I was just didn't really have anything to say. And this week, well, yesterday, no, the day before yesterday, yeah, I really wanted to get an idea of, like, maybe I could make it to that locker. I really wanted to get an idea of, like, how the, like, rehabilitation was holding up. Did over 300 push-ups yesterday, day before yesterday. Just that, I thought, I'm just gonna, like, push this as far as I can. And once I got to 300, I thought, yeah, that's enough. And it didn't, like, my hand didn't hurt at all. So that's really good. And I'll be heading home in less than a month, so that's really, really good. That's a good sign. I'm happy with that. The one thing I'm really looking forward to is my rock climbing gym opening again. I can't wait to go climbing again. I haven't been climbing in, God, 4 months, I think. It's been over 4 months since I've been climbing. Oh, why couldn't you have done that last time, dick? I do a ton push-ups. Anybody remember that funny banned Viagra advert that involved push-ups? If you've not seen it, just YouTube it. It's a good advert. It was funny. You know, it was witty. And they were like, oh, you gotta ban this! Can't have this! Ton push-ups. I thought aliens were supposed to be afraid of fire. God, 9 o'clock, man. I haven't got to be up as early tomorrow, so I can be a bit cheeky. Game opens at 9 AM. I'm thinking of getting there a bit early though, just in because there's going to be a queue. You can only go in like one at a time, so I don't want to wait too long. 'Cause God knows what kind of day one patch The Last of Us is going to have. So even though I'm getting it first thing in the morning, it might be a while before I can actually play it. So I'll get back here, start installing. I'll probably try and get some NG2 stuff done while that installs, and then jump on The Last of Us, which should be cool. That was totally a cutscene. You know, logistically, that made absolutely no sense because the alien was a floor below me and behind me like 20 seconds ago. Wait, did that just kill me? This sounds like the game over. Oh no. Well, if this is how the game ends, that's pretty grim. So why has the alien been killing you through the entire game if it was just gonna... This doesn't really make any sense. This only makes sense if you, like, manage to get through the entire game without getting killed once. Well, the alien didn't think to take my weapons, so fuck you. Foolish alien left me with all my guns. What a dumbass. Fuck you. Ah, well, where... Did anyone else see that? Because I didn't see anything in front of me. It's funny, in all the times I've like ran into vents, I've only been killed in a vent once, like in a vent. The aliens rushed me in a vent, but actually gone into a vent and the alien has like been in there. Only happened once. Alright, let me take out these guys slowly then. Fucking things. Hang on. That is a sexy reload animation. Alright. Yeah, he came through the door, so... But wait! There was no eggs behind me, though. So where did he come from? It made no sense. I just thought there hasn't been any androids in a while. Not that I'm complaining. The androids get old real fucking fast. Right. No thanks, fucker. Yeah, to be fair, Demian, it's a fair question. Like, you have a shotgun. What the fuck? And the shotgun stuns the alien. Right, fuck you. Yeah, that makes no sense. I've got to be near the end now, surely. Fuck off. Beard's really starting to get thick. Whoa. Got some alien booty. This is a family stream, man. Come on. Can't be... Okay, he literally just went away. Like, that was weird. Can't be showing all this alien booty and tail on stream. I just saw that, like, floating up on the webcam. That's what made me laugh. Alright, fuck you. I am very interested to see speedruns of this game. I really am. If it's not skips, because I've seen speedruns pop up on my recommended feed, and I swear they're like 2 hours. Be interested to see how fast you can get through this game when you know where everything is. Right, piss off. I'll have a look around here just in case there's any more ammo. Nope. The idea of a team streaming channel though for Twitch ladies is pretty funny. It's pretty obvious. Like, it's actually a good idea. But still, pretty funny. Move. Alright, so... I still don't really get how he came right back down. I guess I've got to wait longer, or... Don't mind me, I'm just reloading. On Mississippi to Mississippi. Why have they put all these eggs here? That seems kind of silly. Whoa. Oh dear. Looting stuff has reminded me. I had that PC playthrough of Bioshock to finish. I'm kind of avoiding that on PS4 because that was a PlayStation Plus title, I think, in May. And I was thinking, man, you could get the platinum for that. But that's quite a few playthroughs to get the platinum in Bioshock. It's an easy platinum, it's not a quick platinum. Yeah, it does, yeah.
Jesus. Just let me make it through.
Is there another one? I don't trust this. Go! There is a lot of fire at the end. Either that was scripted, or I just got extremely lucky. Just a 2-hour epilogue to go.
Too close.
I mean, yeah, sure, what could go wrong? Alright, let's heal up. What was the first game to have that as their medical, their health thing? Just stab yourself. Am I dead? Nope. Here's a question. Out of, like, any fictional movie monster, which do you think you'd be most likely to take out? Like, in any given situation? Not necessarily one-on-one. But, like, in this situation, for example, like, aliens aren't invulnerable. And you would have the added knowledge of, you know, you've seen the movie. So you'd have a bit of an advantage over the alien. Like, could you take out an alien? Like, could you just lure it into a trap? Probably not. Or the Predator. Because on paper, the Predator, like, wouldn't be that hard to beat. Like, you could get a dummy, like, put a mask on it, and just, like, wrap it in an electric blanket, and it'd think it was a person, and you could just, like, fill it full of, like, dynamite. And as soon as you get... Why doesn't Arnie do that in Predator? Why doesn't he do that? He sets that whole fire trap. Why doesn't he just put, like, a shitload of gunpowder underneath it? He makes the explosive arrow. I guess he hasn't got enough. He hasn't got enough to do that, maybe? Fuck off. Ah. Okay, reload. Man, this flamethrower does eat through fuel, doesn't it? Jesus. I was gonna see if my roommate had played this game. This bit would, like, absolutely just... No, she just would not play this section. Are they alive? Well, not any fucking more. Okay, I kind of wish I'd have known one revolver bullet was all it took. What's up, Unwary? Yeah, that'd be cool. I think we're still waiting for that game. Take on the Predator anytime. Bust out your knife and parry spam. I've not played that. I've not heard great things about it, to be honest. Oh, is it? Okay. I mean, it seems like on paper, yeah, it'd be kind of cool, but I've not really heard much about it. And what I have heard about it is not great. Okay, so where am I going? This way? What? I climbed the ladder. Was that script? Is that free to play? I was gonna say, surely there's got to be something I can do here. There's a lot of fire here. Yeah, you know, funnily enough, I still have Friday the 13th on my PS4. That was a PlayStation Plus game ages ago. I still keep meaning to give that a go at some point. Can I save? I guess I'm getting auto saves. Oh, is it? Oh, that makes sense. going out here, maybe? Oh, okay. Yeah, it definitely does. It seems like a really cool idea. But the execution always seems to let them down, doesn't it? Ugh. Never mind the frame rate dying, I just, like, stopped having a frame rate there. I think this is part 11. Like, this is the 11th stream for this game, and I think that they have all been at least 2 hours long. So, gives you an idea. What's up, Scarface? No PS4 Predator faces 4 PC humans that tend to get right. I have played Prey, yeah, I played the first one. I quite like the first Prey. I thought it was good. I haven't played the new one. I don't know if the new one was the one you were referring to. I played the 360 version of Prey. The point where you'll call you a hacker and cry. Isn't that going to be like the big kind of downfall of like cross-platform multiplayer? PC versus console for shooters is just, you know, for the most part at least, it's going to be a pretty one-sided. I mean, I definitely do that, but funnily enough, like, at least from my experience, like, most of the people that follow, like, don't really play multiplayer games, so, that would be something I definitely do. Like, for example, doing, like, a custom game session on Halo 5, like, 100% I'd do something like that. But, well, like any Halo, really. Man, Halo 3. There's an idea. We could have some custom games on Halo 3 when that hits PC. But yeah, generally, like, most people just play single-player games. So, there doesn't tend to be a lot of overlap. So, I've already had one guy send me whispers on Twitch. Still on Zidonius. Oh, man. Yeah, he sucks. Alright, this has got to be the end of the game. Like, this has to be it, right? We're gonna come up here, there's gonna be probably an explosion, the alien's gonna pop up, there's gonna be a close call, like, alien's probably gonna get killed by some industrial machinery in some horrific way, and we're gonna escape by the skin of our teeth. Right. Ah. I mean, who fucking designed this? Like, why would you not have them facing the other way? Man, this game looks fucking good, though. What? You can't even climb that, really. That would be an idea for Discord, actually, now that I think about it. If anyone is interested. Like, what would people want to play? Oh, I thought you had to do both. Never mind. Halo 3 would be good, man. It'd be good to, like, get some custom games on Halo 3. I'd play the shit out of that. Aha! I'm not sure how far away that is coming out on PC. I really want my pizza now. It is a bit late to have pizza, though, to be fair. You know, if I was into, like, that style of multiplayer when I played Titanfall 2, I definitely would have played more of that. Titanfall 2 was fantastic, man. That might be one of the most underrated, not underrated games, but just underplayed games. It seems like the amount of people that have played Titanfall 2 is just criminally low. It is so fucking good. So the alien can just survive in space. Oh, there's another one. That's a good point, VHS. Aha! And then the next screen is going to say, now you've got to go do something else. I am actually interested to go back through this game again, though. Just now that I know what to do. Because a good chunk of the probably 25 hours I spent playing was just not knowing where to go. So... like, I can't remember what my first playthrough was of Resident Evil, but that was definitely, like, double-digit hours, and yet now I could play through Resident Evil 1 in, like, an hour and a half, probably. One second. Was this?
Verlaine, I'm on my way up to the bridge.
Okay. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you... like... This game just won't end. It will not stop, ever. Why am I still in a spacesuit? I'm inside. Take this off.
Verlaine?
Sam Neill opens the door. Close enough. The aliens definitely have a sense of, you know, showmanship, don't they? Why? Like, why would it just not kill you? Dead. Oh man. That's a bit grim. So did we just... I mean, that alien was pretty close to you. And how did the alien get on that shore? You know, I think that's the first time I've ever seen that sprinting tip. I'm curious. What are the other... Man, okay, that's almost half of them. Construct one of each craftable item. Oh man, I could have easily got that. Detect 30 targets with the motion tracker. Collect one. Complete the game on the hardest difficulty setting. Probably never going to do that. Complete the game without killing any humans. Pruh! Complete the game without... Whoa! Now there's a big boy. There's a big boy trousers achievement. Cool. Yeah, I do want to go through that again. I really do. Not right now, obviously. But I do want to go through that knowing like where to go and everything. Hang on, can I have a look at my... Does it show you like what your... No, that's just that it doesn't show you what your total playtime is. Because I feel like that was pushing 30 hours by the end. Alright, let me just have a quick look at Dead Space on the shop. Store. Here we go. Search. Because if I can just put in my Dead Space disc and then launch it like I do NGB, that would be amazing. Yo! Isn't that how you get that weird hacker suit in Dead Space 2? Like, that's the only way to get that suit is to play that game. Oh god, this is so amazing. This performance, man. It's so good. Like, look at this. Just look how slow this is, man. Okay, well, I'm not gonna do that. Okay. I don't know why I have to do that. Like, oh, it's fucking annoying. Ooh, Doom 3. Wait, what? I don't remember Dead Space having DLC. Huh. I do not remember Scorpion suit. I don't remember Dead Space having DLC. I've got to quickly search this. Huh. Well, I have never seen this stuff. Wait, is this just mods? Like, I don't know. Man, no, it is. 240 Microsoft points. Man, remember Microsoft points? How fucking dumb they were. Oh, well, I never knew that. 320 Microsoft points. Okay. Man. I'm gonna have to go through Dead Space again. Definitely. I can't believe I didn't know that was backwards compatible. Right. Anyway, guys, that is gonna do it for tonight. That ran over a little bit, but finally I can do this. I can actually tick off a game from the backlog list on Discord. I can actually cross a game out, finally. So, hopefully that is the first of many. Oh, thanks for the bits, Demon. Oh yeah, I forgot. That gets me, There we go. Yeah, I get Penguin. Awesome. All right, guys. Yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow. Reasonably early. I don't know. No doubt the Last of Us 2 is going to have a pretty hefty patch. So when's Death Stranding? That's a good question. Probably when I'm full time. Is when I'll play that. I don't know. Oh, I do want to get back to that. I will definitely get back to Death Stranding. I know I will because I haven't looked up the plot. Like, I haven't looked up the story. So I know, you know, deep down, I know I'm going to play it at some point. Yeah, so Last of Us 2 tomorrow. I'll be playing that, I don't know, probably from about 11 or 12. It really depends on how big the patch is and how long it takes to download it. I'll be live with that for the majority of tomorrow and probably over the weekend, depending on how long the game is. So I'll catch you guys for that, hopefully. Some of you. I don't know, some of you might be at work tomorrow because it's Friday. But if not, I'll see you then. Take care, guys. Peace.